Welcome to your free English lesson. This series will focus on the alphabet. This lesson will cover alphabetical order. It is important to write when you are asked to. It helps you to learn. You can use a whiteboard, but ideally a notebook would be best. That way, you can keep a record of your learning. There are 5 intended learning outcomes to achieve by the end of the lesson. 1. We are learning that the alphabet has a specific order. 2. We are learning that knowing the order of the alphabet is a life skill. 3. We are learning to say the letters of the alphabet in order. 4. We are learning to sort words in alphabetical order by looking at the first letter. 5. We are learning to sort words in alphabetical order when the initial letters are the same. There are 26 letters in the English alphabet. These letters are in a specific order. The upper and lowercase letters in order are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. These letters will break up the memorization process. This lesson will focus on the next 5 letters. Say this letter after me. When I pause, you repeat the letter. L. Now say these letters. When I pause, you repeat the letters. L. M. Now say these letters. When I pause, you repeat the letters. L, M, N. Now say these letters. When I pause, you repeat the letters. L, M, N, O. Now say these letters. When I pause, you repeat the letters. L, M, N, O, P. Repeat these letters 3 times. Then write them down, saying each letter as you write. When I pause at the end, you repeat the letters. L, M, N, O, P. L, M, N, O, P. L, M, N, O, P. Repeat all the letters introduced so far. Then write them down, saying each letter as you write. When I pause at the end, you repeat the letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. When words and names are sorted, they are always in alphabetical order. This can be seen in lists, files, titles, bibliographies, references, and books on library shelves by author name. It is a life skill to independently sort into alphabetical order. It is essential to know the order of the alphabet by heart. There is a simple trick to sort words and names into alphabetical order. Just look at the first letter of the word. For example, oven, nest, lake, paint, mirror. Lake begins with L, so it is first in order. Mirror begins with M, so it is next in order. Nest begins with N, so it is next in order. Oven begins with O, so it is next in order. Paint begins with P, so it is next in order. Lake, mirror, nest, oven, paint. L, M, N, O, P. These words are now in alphabetical order. If the initial letters are the same, look at the subsequent letters. For example, mist, melon, marble, mountain. Each of these words begins with the letter M. Look at the second letter of each word. The second letter in marble is A. The second letter in melon is E. The second letter in mist is I. The second letter in mountain is O. Each of these words begins with M. By looking at the second letters, we can see that A comes first, followed by E, I, and O. These words are now in alphabetical order. The same pattern applies for any words that have the same initial letters. Look for the first letters that are different and put those letters in alphabetical order. For example, Morocco, Monaco, Mongolia. The names of these places all begin with the letters M, O. The third letters of these words are different. The third letter in Morocco is R, and it is N in Monaco and Mongolia. Morocco is last. The fourth letter in Monaco and Mongolia are different. Each of these words begins with MO. Monaco and Mongolia both begin with MON. By looking at the fourth letters, we can see that A comes first, followed by G. The R in Morocco is the third letter. The third letter in Mongolia and Monaco is N. R comes after N. These words are now in alphabetical order. Write the following words in alphabetical order. Each of these words begins with one of the 5 letters introduced in this lesson. Set 1, mouse, path, orange, love, nectar. Set 2, Ohio, Northcote, Paris, London, Madrid. Pause the video. The next slide contains the answers. Check your answers. These words are in alphabetical order by looking at the initial letters. Love begins with L, mouse begins with M, nectar begins with N, orange begins with O, path begins with P, L, M, N, O, P. London begins with L, Madrid begins with M, Northcote begins with N, Ohio begins with O, Paris begins with P, L, M, N, O, P. Here is an extender for anyone who would like a challenge. Write the following words in alphabetical order. Look at the first letters that are different and order them. Set 1, night, novel, number, nest, needle. Set 2, Lebanon, Libya, Latvia, Laos. Pause the video. The next slide contains the answers. Check your answers. These words are in alphabetical order by looking at the subsequent letters that are different. Needle and nest both start with NE. Their third letters are different. E comes before S. The second letter in night is I. I comes after the letter E. The second letter in novel is O. O comes after the letter I. The second letter in number is U. U comes after O. Laos and Latvia both begin with LA. Their third letters are different. The third letter in Laos is O, which comes before the third letter in Latvia, which is T. Lebanon, the second letter is E, which comes after the letter A. Libya, the second letter is I. I comes after E. Thank you for watching this video. Watch it as many times as you need to master the intended learning outcomes. I hope that the content helped you to learn more about alphabetical order. Watch Lesson 4 for the next set of letters. Please like and subscribe for more lessons. There is a lot to learn, so don't give up. Keep believing in yourself, and you will learn. See you next time. Bye.